Hello, Pede here again with a new Battlefield 3 video, and continuing my tuning up series. I'm playing TDM on Bazaar, and what I've highlighted here with red are the areas where I think you are most prone to get killed. So these are areas I won't stay. These are kill boxes, if you ask me, and very risky areas to cross, but also areas you have to cross to get into areas where most of the killing are going, which I have highlighted here with green. These are some very long line of sight, some narrow places where you can take down people if you get into an advantageous positions, and it's usually where the engagement are going. This is a very unusual TDM map because you have these long lines of sight, and it's not bunched up like, for instance, Carg Island or Nosha Canals. So let's get into the action. I'm running the Scar L here, which is not a gun I've used a lot. But lately I've been trying to get better with it and get all the unlocks, and I'm really enjoying it because it has a steady shot, and most of your bullets are going on target. It has a lower fire rate though, but it has the advantage, like the Scar H has, that it hits. Most of your bullets are going on target, and therefore it makes it good over longer ranges. And Bazaar is all about taming these long ranges, these long lines of sight, like those I highlighted with green earlier, and these are one of them. You can almost see all the way through to the other side, where you have the other one that goes down through that little corridor there. And Bazaar is a more slow-paced TDM match than, for instance, like I mentioned before, Nosha Canals or Carg Island. So you have to position yourself quite cleverly to get all your kills. And it's all about map control. You see, if you are clever enough, you can keep them down here, the enemy, if they spawn down here. You can keep them in a little spawn trap. And I'm just angling around here. I have made a video before where I talk about I need to get out of my comfort zone and get into try to move out of certain areas that I tend to just stay in. But on Bazaar, I tend to stay on the outskirts. I go on this lane around all the way around. I rarely go into Golden. I don't go into Market. I don't stay in the streets for a very long time. I just keep to tame these long lines of sight. And especially this one is key. You can see you can see if it come down the road, you can see if it come out that little doorway out there, and you can take him down from here. It's an odd map because it can get especially when you're playing it in basically no matter what game mode you're playing, maybe apart from Squad Rush, this can turn into a spawn trap. This is just how Nosha Canals is how Bazaar is as a map. And it's a difficult beast to tame at times, but it's all about controlling these long lines of sight. So, what I've talked about that I struggle with is my discipline, and right now it's all about discipline. D-Crew Colin made a video where he talks about Battlefield 3 is about taming corners. When you go around corners, you don't how you approach them, and this is what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to teach myself and do right, is to take these corners slowly and right. And this guy is just that was a warranted little teabag, and unfortunately that ended up getting me killed. Fucking running up with the RPG primary. Grow old. Get over it. Get the fuck. So, actually, all about taming these corners. Now see here I'm spawning somewhere I don't like to be. This is Market, so I am running to the outskirts of the map. See, I'm just making sure I'm not in a particular position where they can shoot me, but I just want to... I see a guy there. Can't get him. So here I'm just making sure I could get across the road without getting killed, and maybe pick off a few stragglers hang around in dumb positions. But I'm making sure that it's, like those guys. They shouldn't have been so evidently out in the open. But I'm trying to get across the road so I can go on the outskirts down to one of the lanes. And you'll see I'll move across here to one of those lines of sight by going through this and follow down until I can see down through that corridor. And from there I can work my way around. I can clear the corridor, get me a few kills, move down, get me a few kills, move across, get me a few kills, and I move around the map. So I make sure they don't get around me, or that we don't end up having spawns flipped and we end in a not so advantageous position. Because I don't want to be in a fixated position. I want to move around. See, I'm just trying to outplay a guy here. I think I hear him. Yep, there we go. And it will all go tits up, as if I recall correctly. Yeah. I did the right thing. I backed off and I heard him come, but yeah, I messed up my initial shot. Oh well. I spawn into market again. I want to move across and get down on my route to work around it. Clear out those areas. Go box for box. You see, kill a couple of guys. Make sure then there's no one looking down that lane while I move up. Come down and just force my way down. But being cautious, but still being aggressive. And you see, always slowing down, going around the corners, making sure that the line of sight is clear, and move down again. This is a good position. If you shoot out these walls in this ship, you have a good position here. You can see the power of the Sky L. Very steady shot, not very fast, but if you have the line of sight on them, it'll hit them hard. And I'm still just getting in position to move down. Maybe being a bit too cautious here, but I am getting back into things, and it's all about me playing with the necessary discipline and not being a hothead that rushes to get kills. I can do that when I get better and more comfortable. I think we're playing 24 people here, I'm not sure, which is why there's not that many engagements one could have hoped for. But you see here, oh, hello. Nearly cut my pants off, did a bit of a jiggle and took him down. But again, you see I've moved up a little bit here and I'm being cautious again. Checking the line of sight, checking the line of sight, checking the line of sight. That's this one and this one up here. This one's essential. You have a bit more, you have more angles you can look. You can look across the street. That guy who is completely oblivious that he's in a bad position. But oh well. And you can see how I'll move across, and I can see down that lane here, and get down, get some really good shot of this guy. Finding a good angle on this guy who think he's safe down there, but he isn't. It wasn't for me being a complete shit shot, but I think there's two guys, one guy lying way prone across the wall. Yep, you see them on muzzle flash. Your position is given away, dude, and you're dead. That's what I mean about I don't want to be in a fixated position. I want to be on the move. I think the guy was behind something that I had to destroy first. Yeah, mess up. I don't want to stay in a position like that, because eventually someone will get around to kill me. And I might think I might be in cover, but if he's in an elevated position like I was, you have no cover. Sorry, dude. You gone, son. And I'm just trying to see them moving across. I was shooting these from the position. He's given away with all sorts of ridiculous attachments. And the RPG shooting guy is going crazy. Thank God for those assignments. There we go. You see the power of this guy, L? Boom, dead. Now we're moving for another angle, another line of sight. I can get all the way down here. But I think it's kind of clear. Oh, you see one guy. We'll manage to mob up one guy and hopefully one more. Very good line of sight. Oh, yeah. And it's game over. So I think I did quite well. I played with a cool head and some decent discipline, and I stayed out of those areas that's dangerous to me. And I picked my shots, and yeah, I think I'm on my route back to being that player I was before I lost my my cool, my mojo, so to say. So this was a decent match, not terribly action-packed, but on a personal level, I did very, very well. So, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you sometime else. Bye.